let's analyze and fix some of the mid stages in Smash Bros. Ultimate, such as Luigi's Mansion. The biggest problem here is the missed potential. That's the important thing to go over with this one. But there's other problems too, just like the general layout. Like you have these two ceilings here, which every new player thinks that these are just regular platforms. Ceilings in general, they kind of teeter between being fun and unfun. It sometimes can go on for too long, but that's what these support beams are for. You can choose to go over and break them, which will collapse the ceiling, and then it'll eventually be blank. And that's it. That's the whole gimmick. They saw Luigi's Mansion, a game with ghost characters so full of personality, teleporting mirrors, a crazy old man who sucks up things in his vacuum, power outages. It's got a lot going on. They saw all this stuff and they said, how do we adapt this into a Smash Brothers arena? I got it. I'm not against the idea of them making stuff up, but it's a little disappointing when there's so much to be inspired by with a game like Luigi's Mansion, and they pick something mundane like that. Let's improve Luigi's Mansion, make the whole stage a little bigger, just scale it up. Don't do the support beams at all. It's not exciting or compelling. So that means just make the whole middle part a platform. Get the portrait ghosts in there. And that fits into my idea for the hazard as well. So the portrait ghosts will be the hazards. And hear me out on this. Each quadrant is home to one of these ghost characters. And every once in a while, the lights will go out. And then the portrait ghosts will appear and start haunting that area. This will be the danger zone. Each ghost will have a different effect. Neville puts you to sleep. Chauncey pushes you away and puts a flower on your head. Mr. Lugs, he shoots you with fire and then also randomly drops some food afterwards. And finally, the floating Whirlinda dancers will make you taunt uncontrollably against your will. And if you get attacked, I think it makes the most sense for that ghost to disappear for a little bit. Because if your opponent falls asleep from Neville, if you go over to hit them, wouldn't you also just fall asleep? Wouldn't that be awkward? Wouldn't that be dumb? The ghost should be there for a while. Like, a lot of times there'll be like maybe 0 to 1 ghosts on screen at a time. Very rarely there might be all 4. Imagine how scary that would be. And maybe if you want to take a step further, maybe King Boo himself shows up on the roof and he does something evil. You'll know about how long the ghost will be hanging around there thanks to Egad. He pops in through the door and he starts making his way to the ghost. Then he'll charge up his light and it'll stun anyone who's in it. After he flashes him, he'll suck him up. And now it's safe there once again, and then Egad will make his way to the next ghost if there is another one. So basically Egad works as a timer to signify stuff that's happening around the stage. But its main purpose is really just being cute. Leave a comment and check out the full series for the whole thing.